The news is out. JJ Abrams will be directing the new Star Wars movie out in 2015, and that's made a lot of different reactions in the fan community. Of course, we've been inundated by the lens flare videos and the lens flare memes. I'm tired of the lens flare memes. But the question is JJ Abrams a good fit for Star Wars? Nedopak, go.
Yes, he is. No. I actually, you know what? I am a huge fan. I love JJ Abrams. I love Lost. And it's funny to me because, okay, first thing I'm going to say is you would think that the people that are anti-JJ Abrams doing this, because I love what he's done with Star Trek. Absolutely love it. I got to be honest with you, I never watched the show because it just wasn't my thing. Huge Star Wars fan, not a huge Trekkie. Sorry, nerds. But when he brought back the franchise with the movies, I thought it was amazing. I thought he did such a brilliant job. And being an action creator, action sci-fi fantasy creator, I think he's a great fit. But what's funny to me is that the people that are anti-him are Trekkies that think that he's like taking the Star Wars side over the Star Trek side.
Oh, they think he's jumped ship. But
so it's so funny.
I think he will be doing the third Star Trek movie, right? Well, Chris Pine said he's fine with it as long as he comes back and does Star Trek 3.
Absolutely, but it's funny to me that that's what most people are scared of. It's not like, oh, he's not going to do a good job. Yeah, he could do both, you guys. But it's like these epic worlds are colliding and they're super scared of this, and so I just want to bring that up because you would think that, you know, we're at parties and Star Wars comes up every 2 seconds. People are like, what's your opinion on JJ Abrams? And every single person I've talked to is like, well, I think he's great and I think it's going to be great if they get a good writer. I mean, let's be honest, as long as George Lucas is not writing it, we're pretty good. We're good, right? I mean, that was like the major problem.
I believe it's the writer of Little Miss Sunshine?
Yes, it is. I've got it here in my notes. Michael Arndt. So he's a...
And he also wrote Toy Story 3.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be great. I mean, he's an Oscar winner, and again, like, it's not just about the directing, it's about the writing for me, and as long as you have a good team in place. But again, Trekkies, I think he's going to come back and do Star Trek, so I wouldn't worry about it.
So people have been worried. They've been saying, oh, he's going to ruin the franchise with his Abramisms. But
I think George Lucas ruined the franchise with his Lucas's.
Before this, we were complaining up a storm about Lucas doing the prequels. And remember, he didn't even direct Jedi or Empire, right? So are we giving him more credit than he really deserves? Maybe, don't kill me.
I think the problem is everyone loves the originals and it was the team that did them, and you know, you also have to think about when they came out in the 70s, it was major sci-fi. Not a lot of people were doing it. You know, we didn't have all the CGI. And then Lucas swooped in and said like, screw the story, I'm just gonna have really cool CGI. Well, he's kind of out of the picture now, and I think that people, like sometimes people just hold on to it so preciously that they don't want change and they don't want the franchise to continue in a new way. But honestly, again, look at what JJ Abrams did for Star Trek. I'm not saying Star Trek was, you know, bad before, but I think he definitely revived it and made it a lot more modern. And I just think that there's a possibility of that happening. You know, it could go either or, I don't know.
Abrams is actually really good at action scenes.
Oh, absolutely.
And if there's something the original series lacked, sometimes the action scenes weren't so great. So maybe this could be a good thing.
Yeah, well now with the technology that he has, I mean, look at the first few minutes of the first Star Trek movie. It's like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh dear God, this is gonna be amazing. You know? And again, if we have the writers and we have a good story, now that's the question is, I've been hearing rumors that the first actual part of the sequel might be about Yoda, which would be really interesting. I haven't heard much. There's rumors here and there.
I heard Jedi School.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going back and forth.
It's still kind of early.
I think though that when Lucas came back with the, you know, the second trilogy, which, you know, let's be honest, nobody really loved unless you were a kid. I think he made the mistake of the first one wasn't that great, and I think he needed to come and do something more impactful. So this will be really interesting because the first movie that comes out is really what's going to, you know, either prove to the audience that it's going to be a great trilogy or they're going to be really disappointed. So whatever the story is about, they're really going to have to bring it. But I think he can. I mean, so, you know, that was a long-winded answer of yes, I like JJ Abrams.
So the answer for us, at least, is yes, JJ Abrams and Michael Arndt could do a good job. Let us know what you think in the comments, and please be sure to like this if you like this, and also if you don't, just do it.